to Athletics LLC with Lamar, Lucius, Big League Chew, and my man Clyde. You're about to be schooled in all things track and field. This is experience. Yes, sir. We are talking past, present, future. Y'all listen up. Let's go.
Hi, everyone. I'm not even going to try to be cute about this. I need everybody to look at Clyde's tile and look at his guest today, because this is what we've all been waiting for. And this is what we just need to say hi with. Hello, Kai. Oh, he even gave a little smirk.
Oh, he's not asleep. Don't let him play.
Welcome to Athletics LLC, the nephew.
Absolutely.
This is his
Young
fake
fella.
nephew.
His fake sleep.
Clyde and the nephew.
Right? Oh my gosh. Look at
the
him.
nephew.
He's the nephew. You got Denise and the nephew.
Oh my God. Stop it. Make him stop.
No, that's the
Too
nephew.
late.
I'm gonna call him the nephew forever. That's my man's right there.
Oh my God.
And you can tell him that it started out.
I know, right? You can
TV
show him
in
where it
front of
happened.
The entire world.
It all happened on
Dubbed him
LLC, baby.
the nephew.
Oh, sweet baby
Yep.
Jesus. Kai, we love you. I promise we do. I promise we do.
So he has permission to stay for as long as mom allows. So we're good until he's good.
All right.
I love it.
Let's
I love
go.
it.
By the
All
way,
right.
when are we gonna come up with an adult-sized bed like that where you can just lay on someone's lap?
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
I mean,
And he's out. I mean,
I'm just gonna say this right now. If they did adult swaddling, I would sign up for that.
I'm just saying.
If
hey,
somebody
I'm
wanted to
just
wrap me
saying.
up and I could sleep like this, I'd be knocked out.
I'm not mad at adult swaddling.
I would be knocked out.
oh gosh.
Oh,
Cringeworthy,
wow.
Sir Lucius. Cringeworthy.
All right.
By the way, this episode will officially be named Adult Swaddling.
Okay. Noted.
No, it will not.
Absolutely, it will.
Absolutely not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Adult Swim. And Adult Swaddling.
Adult Swaddling.
All I have to
Man.
say, this is like the best intro we've ever had in our lives. I'm just saying. In our almost 100, and mark that, almost 100 episodes. We have to do something.
Where we
for the
at? What
100.
number we at?
We're at 93, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, let's
Wow.
do
Isn't that
it.
crazy? What? They haven't kicked this out yet. There's no YouTube jail. Anyhow, well, welcome. Thank you all for entertaining us for the last 3.5 minutes there. That was all worth it. I promise it was. So just to give you all an introduction, if this happens, and I don't know how, happens to be your first episode with us, let's introduce the gentleman, and then we'll get right into the chaos, the mischief managed stuff. The governor. Hello, sir. How are you?
Well, we are quietly hoping that we don't get another snowmageddon, at least for a day. They're predicting a wintry mix with sub, 35-degree weather. So, we're just waiting patiently. It's about to kick in at about 3 a.m. in the morning. So, can't wait.
That's so funny because they always give that warning to North Texas, not your part of Texas, and we don't have that warning. So,
Exactly.
like, this is the one time we can be like, hey.
Oh, and
Right.
like almost instantaneously, we get a message from our energy company saying we will not lose power. Okay,
Yeah.
just don't panic.
Don't panic. That's why you're paying over $200 every month.
Exactly. That's why we just bumped your bill up by
Right, your rate.
3.5%. Right.
Exactly.
hey, y'all want to have your own power grid, so
Oh, okay. All right.
Exactly.
I mean,
Listen,
we could easily just move to El Paso, that is actually a part of the U.S. grid. They figured it out there.
yeah.
I'm just telling you this. I've been listening to commercials. I know what the power grid hack is out here.
Okay.
And as soon as we can do it, we're doing it. It's solar panels. That's the hack.
Absolutely.
Are solar panels allowed in Republican Texas?
Ooh.
Wow. Yes, they are actually.
crushing it right now.
They're killing them here.
Yes.
And it literally, from at least from what the commercials say, like it cuts your, in order to qualify, you have to have like a energy bill that's more than $99 a month.
Yes.
And something else. I'm like, show me a person in Texas whose energy bill is less than $99 a month.
Yeah.
You either got on the heat or the air conditioning every day.
There's no in between.
There's no in between.
Oh my gosh. So Lamar, tell us how you're really doing today. Seriously. So
listen,
Dodgen, wait, hold on. Give us the name. What's the reasoning for the name this week?
All right. So like, you know that if you I'm gonna be a nerd for a second. You know the Matrix meme with the dude is like, he's like one person, but he's like dodging like three people.
Yes.
That's been me and COVID since COVID became a thing.
Right.
In my home, there have been 7 cases of COVID. 2 people have gotten it twice. In my home, there have been 7 cases of COVID since COVID was a thing. And I'm just like, whoo, 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 whoo. And it's not because I haven't tested. I've taken like, I don't know, like 12 or 13 COVID tests or some nonsense by now. Listen, I'm not going to be arrogant and say I'm built different or nothing like that. Listen, I'm lucky.
Knock on wood, man.
Exactly.
Knock on wood.
Look, and I got some right here. Right back. I'm lucky and I'm dodging. I keep my hands up. I'm like, what's going on, COVID? Where you at?
Oh my gosh.
So I'm currently running, I have been running both a COVID sick bay as well as a Uber service with no pay.
There you go. There you go.
Sir Lucius, help this man, save him. How are you tonight, sir?
Yeah, I am absolutely wonderful as always. I am rolling and ready to roll along with this wonderful 93rd or so episode of the Athletics LLC. So.
Right, man, oh man. Sir Clyde, I'm going to ask you how you're doing, but you're muted, so be sure to unmute you before you say something.
My baby is home. I got macaroni. I'm good.
All right.
Hey, like a true parent already. You're eating the mac and cheese already.
There you go.
Right, for sure. And but listen. The baby coming home, obviously, best part of the weekend. But it is January, and with all due respect to the governor, where are the Cowboys?
Oh, and there we go. Let's see. And the petty meter starts now.
Well, right. You know, since Clyde's opening that door, we're going to go ahead and start with the NFL predictions because we missed it last week. I will say that being in the house in Jerry's world to watch that implosion happen was pretty good. You know, I was a little frightful for COVID, not going to lie, because there weren't a lot of masks, but I got over it quickly. Scoring on the first drive made that easier to stomach. So, but anyhow, let's start with our predictions. So, Clyde, I know you currently shoveling food in your mouth, but we need you to go first.
We need you to tell us what game we're predicting.
Oh,
and then we'll go around the tiles and do it.
Oh
but
my God.
But she needs to say, okay, this game, and then we need to predict the outcome. Because I don't know all the matchups. So.
Oh, we got you. I just want to know, since you know, Big League had the privilege of being in the building, I just want to know what Cowboy Tears tastes like. I just want to know.
Oh.
You know what? I'll tell you this much.
So fired.
I'll tell you this much. They were leaving early, just like some LA fans, leaving real early. They were just filing out. I'll say this. They took it well in regards to walking down the ramp. There were no fights. There was not excessive foul language. Just some dragging heels and low hanging heads.
They did throw debris at the referee.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, that was so. I didn't see that until after I got home, to be honest with you. So, and there wasn't a whole lot of poop talking on the way to the car either. I was very surprised by that. I'll be honest with you. As drunkard as some of them were, they were doing well. Okay.
Oh gosh.
So,
All right.
the
Lucius,
games that
yeah.
I have it up here.
Oh, you got
So
it.
I do.
Yeah.
So the Bengals.
Hey, Governor, you know who the Cowboys play this week? Like Keith Sweat would say, nobody.
Oh my God. Stop it.
Now look.
Nobody.
Now wait a minute. You're being cruel to the governor. The governor is not one of those type of fans who deserve this score.
No.
Unfortunately, he has to wear it for all of them because he's on the screen.
Well,
Here's
my
the
guy,
part.
but you know.
The part that is just so amazing about what we just went through last weekend is that now these unbelievable stats are now coming out, just out of the woodwork. Like the one that you know, do you know that Dak and Romo have the exact same record at this point in the playoffs in their career? This is Tony Romo here, okay?
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys legend, right? 0 playoff wins at this point in his career. So
I think the biggest question I have is, why is he a Dallas Cowboy legend? That is disrespectful to the true legends of the Cowboys.
because Jerry said so.
Jerry,
Well,
okay.
so Romo's a Dallas Cowboy legend because he is the best statistical quarterback they've ever
Absolutely.
had. He literally owns every single record in the book.
That's why.
That's why.
It has nothing to do with what he's done in the playoffs.
The fact that there's not
I don't want to pile on Cowboys. I want to say this, and I want to move on because it's a wasted time, and I don't want to waste my words on the Cowboys. I'm going to pray for all my families. I've got several family members that are Cowboys fans, so I'm going to pray that they come to their senses. But I guess it can't be any worse than being a Browns fan, right? But at the end of the day, I read something today where they're so like behind McCarthy, and he is spewing of how he's really excited about what he's built and where they're headed.
Oh yeah.
You're 18 and 15 after 2 seasons, and you got thumped at home by the 49ers. So can we go on to people that matter, please?
Let me go through who's playing. So this
let's just take it one game. Let's take it one game at a time.
Okay, got it. So we've got the Bengals at the Titans.
Ooh.
That's a clash of styles for damn sure.
Yes.
You
know, I'm going to lead this off and make it easy. The Titans are the better team. The Titans are at home. The Titans are probably going to win, but because I'm the ultimate homer, I am going to pull for the Cincinnati Bengals. And there you have it.
You know what? I'm going to follow right behind that for just as petty reasons. I'm going to pick Cincinnati because Joe Burr ruined my fantasy life. I had the best fantasy team, and I lost to that dude with 70 friggin' points in our fantasy semis.
Oh,
and if we're going to be clear, right, like I think that the young, I don't give a damn, I want to smoke a cigar after the game quarterback is not trying to lose to a running back and a game manager.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as he has a chance to win that game, Cincinnati's going to win the game. And I need them to win the game so that they can get beat by the Chiefs because I need that back in my life.
Wow.
So,
oh gosh,
it's actually well said. And this game for me is the most difficult of the weekend. I really like Joe Burrow. I do. I like his whole, for lack of a better word, swag, right? I just don't think they're physical enough to beat Tennessee in Tennessee. And it is supposedly the return of Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans
cleared for contact. Yep.
The Titans are the most disrespected 1 seed ever. And they fought like hell to get that seed. They've been shocking people all year. I just don't see it. But if Cincinnati beat them, it'll be because, the firepower on offense. But yeah, I got to roll with Tennessee.
I can't respect the 1 seed that lost to the Jets.
Ooh.
I hear you.
Here's the crazy part. Cincinnati lost to the Jets too. How about them apples?
Okay, Lamar, I'm gonna mute you. Shut your pie hole. Let's get the other prediction.
Hey, dang.
Getting
Nobody
Baby.
puts baby in the corner.
Yep.
Just did.
We need the governor's pick.
Yes.
Oh gosh. Well, I cannot bet against the Titans. No, I can't. As much as I hate their style of play, I just think that they're going to be, it's going to be too hard to score as much as they need to score to win the game. And I think the Titans are going to control the clock. And yeah, I just feel like it's going to be ugly and the Titans will win the game. That's just the way I see it. And they are the most disrespected 1 seed. I mean, it's unbelievable.
All right. So that was everybody's prediction, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not crazy. The other Saturday game is the Niners versus the Packers at the Packers.
Ooh, wee.
Go ahead, Governor. You can pop this one up. Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Playoffs. They win the game. That's all I got to say.
That's a tough one.
That's so perfect.
Dude, I knew you literally threw him an alley-oop of Petty.
It's Aaron Rodgers. It's the playoffs. They're going to lose the game.
Okay.
The 49ers are the one team they absolutely did not want to see. Not because Jimmy G is amazing, because he's average. Not because the Niners have a bunch of stars, because they don't. They're physical. And the Packers ain't that. Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. No one is scared of Lambeau. Let's go.
Okay.
Well, remember this though. Bosa's out with a concussion.
Huh?
Bosa was at practice today.
Yeah, Bosa's going to play.
He
Bosa will play.
definitely left the stadium in concussion protocol.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, it's the playoffs. He fine.
I'm good, Coach. I'm good.
just give him a shot.
It's the
He'll
NFL.
be all right.
He'll be all right.
All right, Sir Lucius or
you know what?
Lamar?
I'll jump
Lamar,
in
go
there
ahead.
because Sir Lucius is going to actually be coherent and give good answers. I'm just going to say this real quick. Damn you, Clyde. Aaron Rodgers is a badass man. It's going to be, let me look at the weather. The weather in Green Bay is going to be cold as hell this weekend. I think the weather is going to be literally freezing.
I mean, when is it not?
I mean, for sure.
And that favors.
Oh, it's currently 9 degrees in Green Bay. Oh, you know what's funny? It's actually going to be warm. It's going to be it's on Saturday, right? It's going to be a balmy 21 and snowing.
At 7:30 though. 7:30.
Again, I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers' very potent and underrated defense and the unstoppable Batman and Robin of him and Devontae. And I agree with you. They probably didn't want to see the 49ers, but I also think that they don't really care who they see.
Yep.
I know who they want to see. I know who you can't wait to see. But they're going to have to wait to the NFC Championship for that. But trust and believe, they come in for that A this weekend.
Hi, Micah.
Packers gang.
Oh my gosh, no.
So before I make my prediction here, I want to keep a promise to a friend, and I want to put on my hat for you.
Ooh.
Love it.
Oh, why are you trying to make me cry, dude? Okay, so listen, for context for the rest of the world, what Sir Lucius is wearing is his Christmas gift from his Athletics LLC family.
There
And
you
I
go.
don't know if the screen is close enough to tell, but that hat says GOAT
Goat.
with a goat
Wow.
on it.
Wow.
with a goat on it.
With the goat on.
So-
Yeah. So I promised I would wear it on the LLC, and it's going back in the box, never to be worn again. I can promise you that.
Nah.
Uh,
You got to wear it at the NCAA's when y'all win.
No, you better.
He's chomping with that hat on. Oh my gosh, I would die. I would die.
Okay. I am going to talk about the 49ers Green Bay game because this is a football segment, not a track and field segment. Thank you, sir. So,
Okay,
you know,
bad man.
I am
Oh, God.
not
Okay.
at
All
all fearful of the 49ers in the cold in Lambeau. I do think the game will be more competitive than some people give it credit for being. But at the end of the day, I do think that the Green Bay still has some remnants of what happened to them last year.
right.
And I think they're on a mission to take care of business. So I'm going to go with the Packers.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right.
Sorry, Big League. Not the person.
All right. Well, on Sunday, I'll get over myself. We've got the Rams playing in Florida at the Bucks, playing the Bucks.
There's no universe where I'm picking Matt Stafford over Tom Brady. But
What he
Well,
said.
You know, I don't think any of us is going to pick the Rams to beat the Bucks. I do think the game is going to be a little more competitive than people expect it to be. I think the game is going to be closer to the fourth quarter, and then that's when it's Tom Terrific versus the
Coach
mysterious Mr. The mysterious Mr. Stafford that might just disappear into the night. So, I too. I'm going to be a little bit of a homer on this one as well and go with Tom Brady.
So there is there's one, and I don't know if O-line for Tampa Bay is decimated.
Mm-hmm.
They
hanged up.
So there's some backups that are waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to protect the GOAT? Because on the other side of the ball, I mean, after watching that game with Phoenix, not to say that their line was as good as Tampa Bay's line, but my gosh, we're talking about one of the fastest QBs in the league, and this dude could not blink. They were in the backfield. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. I know Tom Terrific already has a game plan, and it's probably they're going to play Patriot ball and just get rid of the ball. Like, he's going to drop back and that ball is going to be out of there, and they're going to be putting people in space. And then it's going to be, okay, let's see if your DBs can handle our guys. So that's what I'm anticipating. I'm not betting against Tom Terrific. I'm not doing it. Nope.
Listen, I think
look,
look, very close. I think it's going to
Yeah,
be.
I think so too. Yeah.
Look,
I think deep into the fourth quarter, it's a game, and that somehow they're going to make the mistake of giving Brady like a minute and 45 seconds and
11 seconds, 99 yards to go, and I'm still betting the house on Tom Brady. Like, look, I'm gonna say it like this. Here's a couple of things that are for sure. You can write these down and say I said them. These things are going to happen in the game. 1, Matt Stafford will throw an interception. 2, Odell Beckham Jr. will score a touchdown, and almost certainly so will Cooper Kupp. 3, more than likely Tampa Bay is not really going to stop the Rams. 4, for sure Tom Brady's going to make somebody that none of us have heard of be famous this weekend.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Cyril Grayson for the win.
For sure. But we know him. No, that's the crazy part. We know him, right? There's a dude right now who was on the practice squad all year, but somehow he's been at Tom Brady's house all week, making passes.
Yes.
And that dude's he's gonna have like 6 catches for 112 this weekend. Because at the end of the day, listen, I used to hate Tom Brady, and finally, because I'm a huge Joe Montana fan. Finally, I just kind of had to let it go. Tom Brady is better at football than everybody else ever is.
Yep.
And
Who
until
remembers?
he loses, like that's what's gonna happen. Tom
Who
Brady is
remembers
better than
where they
all of the
were?
Rams.
Who remembers where they were when they mentioned that this guy that was scoring TDs was playing lacrosse the year before? Do you remember that? They mentioned the word lacrosse during an NFL playoff game, and we're just sitting there going, what? Who
Tom
is this
Brady
guy?
could take the Athletics LLC staff and score 3 touchdowns in an NFC game. I mean, look,
You've
at the
gone
end of the
too
day,
far.
the dude just is what he
Okay,
is.
what's the other game? This has gotten out of control.
The night game, the evening game is the Bills are playing the Chiefs in KC.
That might be the best game of the weekend.
It is.
And if
It
you ever
is.
do that chant again, we're gonna mute you for life.
So he just did the chomp and
Absolutely.
Like you absolutely cannot do a combination of the Gator chomp and that. That's just not allowed ever.
That's the
again.
Kansas City Chiefs,
You
not the
okay? Well, hold on a
Florida
second.
State one.
But
not
I
the
know,
Atlanta Braves one.
but you were doing
And not-
the Gator chomp while you were doing it.
Listen,
not
I've been
allowed.
accused of being a closet Gator, so evidently I'm not closeted anymore.
Oh Lord.
Jeez, what are we gonna do with you?
Oh man.
Real
So
I'm on fire
so
tonight.
I
Let's get it.
think the Chiefs should be on big time upset alert. If they don't come in and play at a high level, Buffalo's good. They've got a good quarterback. They got a smart quarterback. They play solid defense. And if the Chiefs don't put them away, and if Mahomes starts trying to get cute, it could be a long day for them. But all that said, I think they know better. They have been to the last 2 Super Bowls, so they know how to win. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I just think the weapons that Mahomes has are better than the weapons that the Bills have. The Bills have an unbelievable QB. Let's just call it what it is. They will go as he goes, but I just don't. I think the Chiefs have that sour taste in their mouths. They're healthy. And I think they're going to go in there and wreck shop. I'm going for the Chiefs to win this game.
The Bills have the better defense between the two teams. And if Josh Allen is the best version of himself, his ceiling is higher. Will he be? I don't know, because Josh
Higher
Allen,
than whose?
Here we go.
Mahomes.
Man,
Wow.
seriously,
Josh Allen
what
is
drugs are
Okay,
you
so all I've got to say
Wow.
to you is that clearly either you did not take your medication this morning or you drank way too much of Kai's baby.
Oh gosh.
But we're gonna let you roll with that nonsense.
So
Like-
you're putting
like the
Josh
governor
Allen up
said.
there with
But
Mahomes.
you are also the same guy that said that Lamar Jackson and the Herbert dude had a higher ceiling than him as well. They were gonna be
Not what I said, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
but no, that's if it's not exactly what you said, it's very close.
I'll
But
tell you what I said.
I will not do this with you because all I'm going to tell you is this: you were wrong then, and you're wrong now.
I
And we'll
wasn't
move
at
on.
all. And
So you were absolutely wrong.
Patrick Mahomes has yet to prove me wrong in that regard. Listen, Patrick
Hold on a
Mahomes.
second; those two guys aren't even in the playoffs.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
man.
Patrick Mahomes.
But they're going to win more Super Bowls than him. They can't make the playoffs.
Patrick
So how
Mahomes-
so how do you win a Super Bowl if you can't make the playoffs?
Hey,
Patrick Mahomes is elite.
Oh,
No doubt
God.
about it. He's a top 3 QB in the game today. No doubt about it.
Oh man.
He was lucky enough to be drafted to a
Lucky.
phenomenal situation. Lucky. His draft status is absolutely lucky.
Sure, sounds great.
Lucky
That's
enough-
true.
Yeah.
Lucky
Yeah.
enough to be drafted to Andy Reid. Lucky enough that the Chiefs organization gave him every gift imaginable around him.
Oh, like Tom Brady in Tampa. Oh, same deal.
Yeah, but Tom Brady's 40.
It has nothing to do
okay.
with it.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah,
if
it
you're
does.
40, wait, hold a second. So if you're 40 and you get all the gifts you need and want,
It's okay.
it's okay.
The ones
But
you
if
earn.
you're 24 and you get
What you
them,
earn.
you're lucky.
You're
You're
lucky.
absolutely lucky.
You
Listen
are
to me.
delusional.
If
You get
take
worse every
Patrick-
week.
Listen, I'm sorry. If you take Patrick Mahomes and switch him with Buffalo, Buffalo's not what they are today. And Josh Allen may have won 2 already, is what I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, I'm taking Josh Allen because if Josh Allen is up, the Bills win the game. If he's on his roller coaster down, then it's going to be a blow.
If there's anybody out there that knows Josh Allen, tell him he has just experienced the curse of Clyde in the quarterback call. Because every quarterback you come on here and talk about ends up being awful.
Right. Because I'm the only one that's been talking about Tom Brady's the GOAT for 15
Hold on a second. Other than
Except Tom
Brady,
Brady.
which is an easy call. But these other guys that you keep going.
No, you a lie. Hold on a second. I was down about that forever until it was just beat into submission.
Hold on a second. I cannot speak to you about what other people do to you in your life. I have never debated with you about Tom Brady, so you're not gonna put me in that circle of your little friends. Okay, so exactly. So this is you and I having a conversation. All I'm saying to you is, you on this show. I'm not sure what episode, but I'm sure Chuk will find out for us and let us know. You raved about Justin Herbert,
and I'll say it again.
And Lamar. Hold on a second. And Lamar
Justin
Jackson,
Herbert,
and from that day forward,
more Super Bowls
they were terrible.
In Mahomes.
Yeah. So, and after at the end of this year, it will be 3-0. So we'll see.
Do I get to talk?
He don't even have 2.
No. He will have been to 3 to their 0.
Oh no, he has 1. One.
Okay, hold on.
He has 1.
I said been to, but here's the bottom line. I'm going to say this again, and you are a very intelligent person, and I know you understand this. You can't get to the Super Bowl if you don't make the playoffs.
Absolutely true.
Yeah, so we're done.
All right, so let me cap off this nonsense with these factoids for you, young Mr. Clyde. Number 1, there may not be a more long-standing fan of Josh Allen's than me. I was a fan when he was at Wyoming. Josh Allen is a unicorn. He's like literally the only quarterback in like the last 10 years whose NFL completion percentage is higher than his collegiate completion percentage. Okay? I am a huge fan. But for you to say that man's ceiling is higher than Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to tell you this. There's nothing more wrong you could ever say in your entire life than that. But that's okay. That's okay. It's for debate, and we'll let their careers play it out. I'm just telling you this. If you look at what history says about quarterbacks who run versus quarterbacks who throw, I'll just let you go ahead and do that math. I'm not saying he absolutely does.
In the NFL.
Okay, again, he throws the ball the hardest. He doesn't have the best arm. And secondly, and much more importantly, one of the reasons that Josh Allen is so successful is because he runs. Let's be clear. Yeah. And you know what? The white version of Cam Newton is only slightly better than the black version. They still Cam Newtons.
Cam couldn't throw.
Okay, so you say the year that he won the MVP, he had a 69% completion percentage. So I'll just let you keep talking about it. Bro, that's really high.
Okay.
I know you don't know that much about football, but that's really
Cam
high.
Cam Newton cannot throw. He's 2 steps above Tebow.
Again.
Wow.
Go back and look
hold on
at
a second.
Go back and look at. No, I'm not.
You are going to
don't jump into that.
Off of my Gators
jump
now.
into that.
Get off my Gators.
Go back and look at Cam's MVP. Look, if you go back and look at Cam's
One
MVP
hot season
year,
does not a career make, sir.
Sir.
Cam got better
listen
hats
to me.
than the governor, but he can't throw.
I get all what you're saying. All I'm saying is this. First of all, look, I love Josh Allen. Josh Allen ain't ever gonna be, even in a dream, Patrick Mahomes.
No.
Secondly, and this is much, much, much more pertinent to what we're talking about. The Chiefs are already doing unicornish things.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to have a lull after you lose a Super Bowl. Like 15 out of the last 16 have been far inferior to what they were the year before.
Yeah,
that's true.
The Chiefs are starting to play football at a level higher at this point than they played in the year that they won the Super Bowl. They
Mhm.
have more of a They have more of a defense now than they did then. They have every single weapon. They have every single weapon that they had then, but all of those weapons are better. They have been forced by the league to learn how to play football a different way. So now they can do the clock management 16-play drive. They
Mhm.
can do the 3-play, I'm going to throw it from Texas and you catch it in Utah drive. I'm telling you this, as long as both teams get the football, there is no shot the Bills are beating the Chiefs this weekend.
Whoops.
Wow.
I feel like he just predicted a blowout.
No, I'm just telling you this. As long as the Chiefs get to have the football, they're going to win the game.
Oh, they're going to get the ball.
They're going to get the football, right?
Get the ball.
They're going to win the game. Because
All
this
right.
vaunted Bills defense you're talking about ain't got nobody on.
Whoa. I ain't called Bills defense vaunted. I said
I'm
they're
telling
a
you
better
right now,
defense than the Chiefs, which is proven.
they're not a better defense than the Chiefs. They play worse offenses.
Really?
Look what division they're in, sir. Hello?
Okay.
I mean, do you really want to debate that? The AFC East is hot offensive garbage. The Jets is the best offense in that league. Think about that. Numerically, the Jets are the best offense in that division. Just saying. We know New England's offense can't score 24 points. Against a real team, they put up 50 twice. Against nobody.
Chew, what is our next topic of discussion?
Yeah.
Let's go.
My God. Don't ever give him energy drinks, please, people. Tame the beast outside, please. So in lieu of the past weekend's funny
mishaps, let's call them.
Shenanigans,
yeah.
because they can't be mulligans, because we're not taking them back, but shenanigans.
No.
In lieu of the shenanigans, mismarks, things that we know that aren't called. How do you all specifically, the tiles, handle these situations in the moment? So the marker goes down in the wrong spot, whether it be closer or further. We know that, the toe hits the top of the toe board. How do you handle these maybe miscalled or uncalled moments in the moment?
Wow.
Poorly.
So, yeah. Oh, very poorly at times. So, and actually, I don't handle them poorly. I mean, we're class and suave at all times. So, I actually had the
suave.
misfortune of having a mismark actually cost me a national title. Guy makes throw in the shot put, and then like 10 minutes later, the official decides that he mismarked it or misread it, and then changes it, and now that guy jumps people, and it was just awful. And the bad thing about that is, like, you're actually at the mercy of the official. Like, there's nothing you can do for stuff like that. If there's a jump mismarked, or we've all witnessed the jump that happens and they break the pit, right? Those things, the false start that happens, and it happens, and all you can do is honestly is hey, bite your tongue, go about your business, because there's nothing you can do about it.
Now look, I'm calling shenanigans on that answer right now.
Why would you ever call shenanigans on that answer?
Because I'm going to straight up ask the GOAT something I believe Chew has done. I'm pretty sure Lamar has done. I damn sure have done. Now the governor's an ill, a mild-tempered guy. So I don't know about him. But the other three of us have at least jumped the fence on one good occasion. Now, you ain't gonna tell me you didn't jump the fence.
Okay, jump. It depends on what you jumping the fence for. Now, I didn't. Okay, I have jumped a fence. I will admit that. And legend
all we
has
needed
it
to
that
hear.
and legend has it that I didn't touch the fence with any part of my body. I just Superman over. So
Just
I see.
one time.
Oh,
yeah,
So
one time. So
yes. So we all like to imagine that we take these issues with grace and dignity, and I think for the most part we do. But no, I handle them poorly, and I handle them poorly because for me, and this is where I will attempt to be serious. The reason that I handle them poorly is because in my experience, especially in the field, when a mistake is made by an official and it's so obvious to everyone else, like they don't seem to have the ability to be like, hey, you know what? My bad. And how do we fix it? No, they hold tight.
Yes.
Hold as tight as they can. They die on that hill. And we're like, there's no way. So I have hop fences. I have shut down competitions temporarily. I've gone John Drummond, and
It wasn't me. I didn't know.
But here's the thing, like for me, I'm really passionate, and honestly, the times that I've showed my ass the most in those situations wasn't even about my kid. It was about somebody else's kid.
Wow.
Because my thing is, we can't cheat the kids out of the competition. And if you give a fugazi mark that is obvious,
there's that word again.
Then you have taken away the opportunity for the kids. And I will share a quick story. And I don't know the young lady's name, so it really doesn't matter. But SWAC championships. So the meat matters, right? It's the I believe it was. I'm pretty sure it was the triple jump. Might have been a long jump. But I'm pretty sure it's the triple jump. It was the triple jump because I didn't have anybody really in the mix. And the flagger wasn't paying attention, like just wasn't. And it was consistently not paying attention. It was just marking things foul that weren't foul, all kind of mess. And then at the moment, another team's jumper clearly was behind the board. She marks it foul. Everybody goes berserk. I am on the fence. I'm like, there's no way you're going to tell me that kid fouled. While she is over looking at us, she then puts her flag down. And this is like over 60 seconds, like almost 2 minutes. She puts her flag down and then goes, white flag. So we talked her into giving the kid the right thing, right? But they already raked the jump. So she just did it to be petty. And at that point, me and a few other people jumped the fence and we shut the competition down because there was no, so all I'm saying is we all appreciate the officials. They don't get paid very well, if at all. Most of them are elderly and they're out there because they're fans and care about the sport. And that's cool. We respect the officials. But if you make an error, just own it. Because usually it's pretty obvious. Just own it.
Hilarious.
All right. I'll own all of this. First of all, because I can't lie about none of this. First of all, all four of these tiles know that I am some percentage New Yorker and some percentage Californian, which means that my response to things is either like, what the, or like, dude, it's cool, right? Like literally, it's like a light switch. Those are the responses you get.
Oh man.
So clearly in these scenarios, look, the governor has come to me and said to me at least twice that I know of, I'm very proud of you for not blah, 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 blah. Because, I mean, I had an official walk out in front of my conference favorite pentathlete during the warm-ups of the first event, and she ran around him, got hurt, had a small meniscus tear, and was out until the outdoor season. So the fact that that official is still alive. I think the governor actually like called me and said he was proud of me. The point is this, right? Like, for sure I've jumped the fence. For sure I've taken the marker that goes in the sand from the official and stuck it back in the ground. For sure I've taken off my glasses, imaginary ones, given them to the board marker. I've done all those things, and I'm not proud of any of them. But at the end of the day,
control, man.
No, there's no question. But at the end of the day, I think what all of you know about me is that I am both loyal and honest to a fault. It's never been like to cheat anyone else or to advance my kid. It's always been about the purity of the sport. Because the one thing you're not going to do to me is cheat me. And to me, the me is the competition. If Clyde's kid comes down the runway, takes off in the middle of the board, and you call a foul, trust and believe, he's not going to be more adamant about this than I am. I'm not hearing that. Right. And so, I mean, I'll be honest, like how you handle it, you start with this. We're going to get this right. Right. That's where I am. We start with this factoid. We're going to get this right before we move forward. Beyond that, I have always tried to be tactful, I've always tried to be as non-volatile or angry Black man as humanly possible. And lastly, I really and truly try to like channel my inner Berkeley and be as professional and succinct as possible with my word choice. These are true statements. But trust and believe, just like I'm never going to let an official tell me that the next hyph is a word, because it's not. I am not here for anybody who is going to mismark, erroneous foul, or be like when the NCAA was at LSU and the dude watched LSU be like 10 feet outside of the zone because he was clapping and then raised the white flag. Like, I'm not ever here for any of that. Ever.
That did happen as a true
Absolutely it happened. The dude had his flag under his arm and was clapping because he went to LSU. And then he raised the white flag.
Right.
Right. I'm never going to be here for any of that. It has nothing to do whether it's my kid or not. Right. The one true thing I love about the sport of track and field is it's honest. The stopwatch never lies. I always say this, the eye in the sky never lies. Stopwatch is the eye in the sky, right? 10.22 is 10.22. It ain't about 10.22, right? It is what it is. The finality and the exactness of marks and things in our sport is what makes our sport the purest and the best. So at the end of the day, I champion the causes of every single official because I understand they have a difficult task, but that is still your damn job and you're going to do it right. And I'm the wrong one because I know all the rules.
Hey, knowing the rules is crucial.
Knowing the rules is crucial.
Yeah, don't open your mouth until you know them. Get that
Knowing
rule
the
book.
rules is crucial.
Hats off to you, Lamar. That was pretty awesome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And here's what I will say. I do not have the disposition to jump over the fence. It's just not in me. I have the spirit of my mother over there on the fence with me saying, don't you jump over, right? That is just me. And so my tactic, and Sir Lucius can attest to this, is that I will find Sir Lucius.
Go tell dad. Go tell dad.
No. The governor is absolutely good at finding the right volatile individual.
You find the best juice in the building.
I will find said prognosticator. And I will say, hey man, what What did you see what I just saw? I know you saw what I just saw. You saw what I just saw, didn't you?
Oh yeah, this conversation is real. I know you saw that. And then
He's done that.
so-
He's done that to me and you.
And then it's like,
And at that point, when those wheels start turning,
can you get that fixed? Like, can I get it fixed? Well, they'll listen to you. They won't listen to me.
Exactly.
So now this occasion, I did not jump the fence. I patiently walked around, walked out there, and I found the head official.
I mean,
we got it fixed.
It's still, it doesn't matter how it works out, but the fact that the coach steps beyond that boundary and goes into the field of play and says, okay, all right, timeout. This needs to be fixed. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are you not paying attention to this? Are these not some of the greatest jumpers, sprinters, whatever in the world?
We got 8-meter jumpers jumping 705.
Yeah, so something is wrong here, right? So yeah, that has been my tactic. I tend to stay out of the fray, but I will have those conversations with the people that will jump into the fray.
And again, contrary to popular belief, I am not the yeller and the screamer. I can be firm, and very succinct. Is that the right Cal word to use?
Absolutely.
There?
That is a perfect Cal word.
Yes.
And I think that I see. I'm like you guys. I want what's best for the athletes.
Right.
I want it to be right.
Yes.
And my issue is that there's certain officials out there that are never wrong, and we're all wrong at some point in time. And we make decisions, and then when you ask them about it, I mean, I actually had a guy DQ'd. That said that my guy interfered with him. I sent the video to the official and I called him on the phone. I said, so I want you to tell me at what point in time in this video that my guy touches the other guy. His response was like, Coach, we blew that one. I'm like, yeah, cost me a national ball.
Wow.
But in the moment, like, we don't want to talk about it. You're DQ'd and that's it. And there's just too much at stake here. So my thing is this is like, I am never going to pick a fight. I'm never going to go looking for trouble, but I will stand up for whether it's my athlete or somebody else's, because at the end of the day, officials are human. They make mistakes. And all we ask is that if you make a mistake, you do something to fix it, if possible. That's all we ask.
Now for the audience, I want to point out you've gotten an array of different tactics and advice here. Okay. Phone a friend, right? Like you can figure out different styles. I want to seriously say, because I've been this coach and I have the highest level of respect for these coaches. If it's your kid that has benefited from shenanigans, just say it in the moment, because you know it. You know your girl don't long jump 6 meters when she always jumps 5 meters. That happened to me. It was a random small regular season meet. They said 6'18". I was like, hey man, nah.
Can't write it down.
I'm like, nah, that didn't happen. And my athletes looking at me like, Coach. I'm like, no,
we're not doing
those
this.
circumstances you get credit for that. No.
Yeah.
So just
I look. I had that happen to me when I was at Clemson. I had a guy who was ready to high jump well. He was jumping very, very well. At the end of the day, this is what happened. They measured a bar, the same bar twice, but somebody raised the marker. Okay. Yeah. So my guy jumped 222 twice. But the second time he got credit for 227.
Oh,
yeah.
I said to
the
official, the unfortunate part is this: he can and may jump 227 today, but that wasn't it.
That wasn't it.
What do you mean? Because he was like, "Why aren't you happy?" I said, "Because I watched y'all not raise the bar, then re-measure it." And then have them raise the mark.
Yeah.
I said something in the moment. Hey, y'all haven't raised the bar. You shushed me. My guy makes the bar again.
Again.
I'm telling you, it's not 227. How do you know? All right, I'll tell you what. Just for shins and grins, y'all remeasure the mark right now.
Mhm.
If it's 227, I'll buy the entire officials group dinner. He measures it. Coach, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's not a big deal, man. I'm not trying to have you have my guy entered at the NCAA meet at 227 when you didn't make it.
Exactly.
I was like, now, you probably screwed him out of making 227 today because it's been 30 minutes since he last jumped 222 for the second time today. But we get it right.
Mhm.
And I had a bunch of coaches come to me like, I don't know, man. I might have rocked with that. I was like,
Exactly.
yeah, well, I'm not that guy.
No.
Right? Like
Because
I'm never trying to cheat the sport, good or bad for me.
Mhm.
because
gotta be
it
right.
all evens out.
Yeah.
At some
it
point.
goes to the
Yeah.
meat.
Right. And then
They
you
go
look
to
like
the
a
meat
fool
and they
at
get
the
their
meet.
dreams. And there's a part of them that's thinking, I'm a 227 guy. No, let's just
Stop.
You know what
thinking.
happens in that scenario? He gets to the
stop
meet,
right
jumps
there.
227, wiggle, falls,
Yeah.
and then he loses.
Mhm.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Because karma's always going to even it out.
It will.
Can I
Always.
ask this one last question related to this? Because it baffles me, and I know it baffles y'all. How do we mess up calibrations? Like,
So no, but it's not that they get messed up. They don't happen. They get dinged, and people don't know that the rail gets hit, or the right button happens. You didn't go from
Yeah.
board 1 or board 2.
yeah, I just there's
Like they calibrated it once, right? It's all set. And then they assume everything happens in a vacuum. Nobody bumped into it. The maintenance
Right.
people didn't move it. Nothing happened.
I'm
That's
just
what
like,
happens.
and look,
Can we just confirm that the majority of the issues we've seen have been because of that rail system? I mean, that is just
slide rail,
listen,
the laser.
I'm shocked. I am shocked that they still use the rail after the Bob Beamon fiasco.
hello.
See, people forget about that.
Yeah.
Look, it only worked out because Bob Beamon set the world record and jumped 890. Understand this. Had he jumped 884,
Yeah.
the thing would have been wobbling on the edge and they would have never been able to measure that properly. Right? It's because he jumped 890 and when they slid it over, it just fell off.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's too far. We got to steel tape this and all that other nonsense.
Right.
The railing was a good idea, but it ain't a good idea.
No.
Like you threw it against the wall, it sort of stuck and it fell. Like it's not the right thing.
My last 2 cents to this whole topic is, and it's been mentioned but not said outright, foster a relationship, ask for understanding. Going forward, when you have that communication being established, it can be easily communicated.
Mhm.
Like, I mean, I've done it where, she just jumped 1240. Nope, not going to let you write that down. Nope, definitely not 1240.
Her
Not
PB,
happening.
her PB's 1133.
Yeah, nope. Just go ahead and like I'm
We're
telling.
not ready for that. Trust me.
I'm telling the athlete, step in the sand.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even gonna let you take a mark. Step in the
God.
sand.
And to be clear, because me and Lamar, if you have communicative skills and you have what I term as mouthpiece, use that before jumping the fence. See, it's only when my intelligence is insulted or someone
There it is.
no,
there it is.
That's the escalation, right?
It's when you shush me.
Politic it at first.
Well, not even
It's
that.
when you
Like
shush me.
in my personal experience, it's and maybe it's because I'm female. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to drop that card when they don't want to listen because I'm just nagging, and so I'm like, no, you're gonna listen now, and so I've got the excuse me, or I'm across the flags at this point. And then at certain points, I'm standing on the runway and I'm like, no, we are not continuing. I can't allow this. And I'm asking for the head official to come support, but it's it's one, like you've all said, be respectful. Two, communicate, not talk at, you know, and then when the insulting starts, you try not to insult back or you not try to react. But sometimes when egos and ornery just don't mix, right?
That's where Sir Lucius is right there in the middle, man. He just he's over the boundary, but hey, just hear me out here, okay?
No,
I know what I'm talking about here.
Because of the
See, the whole key is to stay here, right? Like that's the whole key.
Yeah.
And the whole key is to point out the error without getting indignant about it. Right? That's the whole key. Seriously.
Yeah.
And trust me, like, you know, in the few times that I've had these confrontations, I always go at it with, I just want you to hear what I have to say.
Right.
That's all I want you to do. Now, if it doesn't make sense to you, then we'll call in somebody else. But like, I'm not out here to cause a problem. I'm out here to fix the problem. So let's fix the problem. Yeah. So,
and
Before we move on, I just want to ask one question though, and I'm really and truly not asking this to be volatile. I'm asking a serious question. How do we not call back starts that we have ocular proof are false starts?
for the exact
Listen, none of us can see 1/1000, right? None of us can see that. But what I'm saying is this: when I turn on the video and I see somebody move, and then like I see somebody move forward aggressively, and then the gun goes off, like, how is that not like? Who is letting that go by?
human error, brother.
This is the
Human error.
exact.
That's all it is.
This is the
And there's nothing you can do about that.
And there's literally nothing you can do about it. And here's the thing: I will tell a coach, because look, sometimes you get the guilties, right? Well, look, I know it was a false start. Like, we're not going to turn that mark in. I was like, no, yes, you are, because that's not your fault. And then when you teach your athletes, you teach them, you go till they call you back. Your kid did what you coached them to do.
Yeah.
That's the official's job. If they didn't call it back, you know what? If the ump didn't call it a strike, it ain't a strike.
So what are the two factors that is killing the two factors that are killing NCAA athlete when it comes to rankings as far as world athletics is concerned? There are two factors.
Human error.
Sensors.
Yes.
Sensors.
Yes.
And drug testing.
Yeah.
Right? Those are the two main factors why even our NCAA championships, which year after year after year is considered one of the best meets quality-wise, top to bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yet the NCAA is still too cheap to pay for drug testing.
Here we go.
I said
Right?
it.
It's one of those things that, I mean, is it a question of whether a top school can afford a timing system? Is it a question of, you know, does the World Athletics want to get involved to make sure these things don't happen and we don't have, you know, top times or top distances that everybody's giving a side eye at? Like, I don't know. Why are we there in the 21st century? Why?
Questions to be answered.
I will say this, because of because of the plight of female coaches in our sport, if you ever piss off a female coach enough to get her to jump the fence,
yeah, you should run.
It's the best thing you've ever seen. I've only seen it once, and I was thoroughly entertained.
Oh, Horizon League championships, indoor and outdoor, in like 2021, maybe 2019.
I was lucky enough to see Chu channeling her inner Black woman, clapping. Let me tell you something. See, they done brought out the inner Negro.
Oh,
we got
man.
problems.
Oh, I mean, just and quick story, and I'll move on. At Cal, I think it was maybe it was Oakland Invite. I don't remember what it was, and it was still when I was coaching high school. They just weren't raking the pit, and they were just digging and digging and digging. And I literally jumped the rail, took the rake, and just started moving the sand. And they're like, "Coach, you need to go." I said, "You are not going to endanger the athletes." It was like, "You are putting a hole in the sand." They're like, "Is that why you're doing it?" I said, "Yeah, because my kid's not going to jump this far. So you're not going to twist an ankle, though. That's what you're not going to do." So yes, anyhow, moving on. Yes, those are all fun stories, but be nice, be nice. So this one, we're going to raise some blood pressures with this one. Given the past conversations on these lovely tiles on the given nights of Friday night that you actually see these conversations, which two athletes, both two female, two male, could have global medal potential with a change of coaching leadership? We've talked about how, coaching can be very deficient in the good old domestic USA. Whose lives could be changed just by with a different choice? I have a follow-up question, so I'll let you go for the first round, and then I'll.
True for clarity,
Mhm.
we are to name said athlete and who we would like to see working with them, or just said athlete?
Said athlete first, and then
And
we
who
will
you want
go
to work.
to. Yeah.
Well,
then we'll go to
it's
that.
a package. So you tell us who the athlete is and where you want to send it.
Oh,
Got
okay. We'll do it all together. Yeah.
Got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And somehow I got volunteered into going first on this. So
You volunteered yourself to go first.
it kind of didn't work out exactly that way, but I'm gonna roll with that. I will go first. My one is actually kind of easy for me because I've been thinking about this for a while. After that, it's gonna get really hard. I would love to see Miss Sharika Nelvis in the hands of Sammy Dabbs. I would love to see that.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I had like a million scenarios in my head that was gonna come out of your mouth. That is not one of them. You know what? Kudos for hitting me with a pop.
I would love to see it.
I like it.
And honestly, Nelvis was my top pick, to be honest with you. But I would actually like to see Sharika Nelvis with Bobby Kersey.
Ooh.
That ain't bad either.
Ooh.
That one ain't bad either.
Gentlemen?
Lamar.
Now they're like, wait, hold on. Raise the bar. They raised the bar on us.
You know what? Since I didn't realize we were just going to go all the way there, so I'm going to go ahead and go all the way there. I want to see Tyra Gittens with Cliff Revelto, because I think Tyra Gittens can jump over 2 meters in the high jump.
Ooh-wee.
Okay.
I think Tyra Gittens can jump over 2 meters in the high jump.
Okay, so first of all, I think we're going to fire you as the EP because it's supposed to be a U.S. athlete question.
I mean, I don't know if that was clear.
I was like,
if it wasn't clear, then...
I said domestic.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll give another answer.
Okay. He just got excited. That's all. Right?
High five, Big League. Thank you. I got your back. Look, you know what? He's such a homer. He always goes for the multi-leader, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to another multi-eventer. I'm gonna go back in the Wayback Machine, and I'm gonna have Donovan Kilmartin.
Current.
Wait, hold on.
We're doing females right now.
Now see, I was
current female athletes, two of them
Lucius,
that you want to see coached by somebody else.
Lucius,
and if
you see what he tried to do?
Exactly, yeah.
See, I was defending you at first because it wasn't clear. Now you're just trying to dodge.
That was it. I was.
What is going on?
It's fine.
Oh Lord.
Do you have somebody? If not, then we can let the governor go.
No,
because
governor,
you know what? Let
man.
the governor go because I want to give a good answer.
Please.
All right. I'm drawing a blank here. I would like to see who was Mike Powell's former coach?
Randy Huntington.
what Randy Huntington could do with Matthew Bowling.
Ooh, female athletes we're talking about right now.
Oh,
What is wrong with you people?
I'm so glad that you matched that up just so I don't feel as dumb.
Female athletes.
We are
Female.
Got to the male.
Sorry.
We are on the women right now.
Jeez. We're on the women. Jeez. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Female athletes. So I was completely on the men's side of things. I don't know. It was kind of a default. Okay.
So basically, that was a bit of a sexist comment, but we'll
You know what, Governor? I'll give you some time to think.
Go ahead.
I have my answer. And listen, I want to be clear because I know people love to like make memes out of me and throw me under the bus. This is not a shot at my guy Lonnie Green, but I would love to see Abby Steiner with Bobby Kersey because his ability to coach 2-4 athletes and that young lady, I think would be fun to watch.
You do not understand that Lonnie doesn't coach Abby Steiner, right? But okay, go ahead.
Okay, whatever you say. I mean, you could tell that.
She's primarily coached by Tim.
She's coached by Tim Hall.
I'm just saying I don't want
so you're not hold on a second. You're not gonna give me
I just
this.
don't want nobody throwing
me
me under the bus. I just don't want nobody throwing me under the bus.
Okay,
with
so
my
then
guys.
say
Either one of
that.
them.
Sir Lucius, I must say I am shocked by the I don't even know the word. The
Aloofness?
scariness. The what Puffy call it?
Oh, that's not the word I was thinking of.
Like Lamar, you are dancing like you're so scared of this topic.
Oh, okay, then it is.
Wait, I
Exactly.
gave a real answer. I said
Okay, hold on a
Steiner
second.
to Bobby
Hold on a
Kersey.
second. You know,
And
a
y'all
couple of
want
weeks
to talk about
a couple of weeks ago,
a
a couple of weeks ago, I said what I said. Now this week, you want to be a fugazi guy. What's it gonna be, dog? Come on.
How am I being fugazi? I'm trying to take the collegiate record holder from her current coach and give her to somebody else.
I don't
Did I
want
miss
no
something?
smoke. People like make
No,
memes of me.
I
Just
want all
answer the
the
question. Okay.
You know what?
All right. So
Abby
anyway,
Steiner is moving to LA wherever Bobby
there
is.
you go. See
how about
see
that?
it is. There you go. All right.
You better now. Now see, look, I try to be nice, but they always want the Brooklyn to come out. Okay, fine.
Hold on a
Bring it.
second. Governor, because we're not doing this.
That's what I thought, Cleveland.
Oh man.
Yeah, I called you Cleveland. I know you're not from Cleveland.
You don't ever do that again.
Wow.
I mean, Columbus, Cleveland. It's one of them little places in Ohio.
Hey.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. See.
I can't disrespect my spirit animal. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please
I'm saying my people's from Cleveland. It ain't Columbus.
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about like
Ohio is Ohio.
Kai's mom,
and you know that's the way we ride. So go ahead with that.
Governor, you got a lady.
I know.
Lucius.
Give us a lady.
Yeah, please.
Okay. So this is just at this point, this is hard for me because gosh, there so many that, you know, because we what do? We people watch, right? Wow.
Are you dancing right now?
Yeah, I'm dancing.
Okay.
I'm doing nice.
We got the Dirty Dancing movie playing in the background right now.
Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this out there. So what would, oh man, because I keep going back to the same place. Who would be able to work? Perhaps you can help me with this because I'm.
So you have an athlete, you just don't know where to send it.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna throw this out there.
Okay.
Tamara Clark.
John Smith.
She's got range. Like
John Smith or Tanja Buford Bates.
She's a curious one to me Like I'm really curious to see where she goes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a question about it real quick. So her quote unquote last year's performances were indirectly credited to Jet. Am I correct? Am I getting that right?
No. They should have been credited to Jet.
And I agree, but there was some diversion, right, because of the situation.
Right.
What tree is Jet from?
John Smith.
John Smith.
So does it change? So I'm being serious.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, we're not sending anybody to Jet. She's got work to do.
Right.
Okay.
I'm not saying she can't handle Clark because she handled her well.
Yeah.
Jet's a little busy. But maybe we should send her to Jet, then she'll be distracted. I don't know. But all jokes aside, Jet's got work to do.
We're doing 2 women and 2 men, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna,
2 men. So we
okay.
Are we circling back on our second woman now?
We're on the second woman now.
yeah.
Okay, can I go first? Because I actually have
Please.
my second woman.
Yeah, please do.
Before he loses it.
I am going to send Jenna Prandini over to China to work with Randy Huntington and take her back to the long jump.
Ooh.
Because I think Jenna Prandini is a 25-foot long jumper. I really do believe that. Look at the marks. Look at the leg length. Remember, as a part-time long jumper, she jumped 22.8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being dead serious on this one, right? Because let's be clear, Jenna Prandini. I do not believe. Let me not say she's not going to. It's going to be incredibly difficult for her to win a medal in the 200.
Very true.
But I think if she trained in the long jump, she could win a medal.
That's a very interesting choice. Clyde, who you got?
Focus now.
Nice take. I feel like me and Lucius feel like it's a half dodge, but it's a nice take.
Why is it a dodge? Just
because you're taking it out of the country.
No.
Well, I mean, that's where Randy is. He's in China.
No, he's home now. He's domestic now. He's home.
Is he? Is he home full time?
Yeah, he made it home.
Where? Where's he at?
Montana or Idaho? Yeah.
We'll send him to wherever she is. I mean, we'll send her to wherever he is.
I'm going to send this to him.
Okay. So as I understand it, and I hope I'm right about this, as I understand it in the business that is pro track and field right now, Miss TT Terry has made a coaching change and is no longer being trained by Carol Smith Gilbert, who is now at Georgia. If she was going to make a change, I'm not sure if that was a great idea or not, but if the change was going to be made, it had to be made. I don't know where TT is, but I would love to see TT with John Smith, because English, who was at Oregon and was doing basically the same type of training at the time, went to John and he was able to work it out, and she had her lifetime best under John. I think TT could do the same. Not she's done badly, she's done an amazing job, but if a change is being made,
remember the key here is we want to get them to another level.
Yes,
to be medal contenders. So that's the key to the question.
I would love to see TT with John Smith.
Okay, so I'm gonna lean on a young lady that I think has phenomenal upside that I don't think has been close to tapped in, and I'm gonna get out of the sprint realm and go to the middle distances. And I would love to see Olivia Baker with JJ Clark.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh wee. All right.
As we all plan.
Ooh. Can I throw in a third one just to be sort of petty?
I mean, it'd be more like 1.5, but go ahead.
Yeah. So he went from being softy, now he wants to be Mr. Petty. But sure, go ahead.
No, I'm just messing with y'all. Go ahead.
No.
Wait, so hold on. So this is where my wheel was just spinning. So okay. was JJ not there when she was at Stanford?
Of course he wasn't. I wouldn't have sent him back there.
Okay.
Come on, Chew. Did you just try me just now? Again?
No, I wasn't, but I was.
She did.
Hey, read the hat, baby. Read the hat.
I was really confused.
And there is your clippable moment of the week.
I know,
Read
right?
the hat.
Read the hat.
See?
Read the hat.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna need you
goodness.
to read this hat real quick.
Big League, I apologize.
No,
Please
don't
forgive
apologize.
me.
No,
Governor,
don't.
Governor, you gotta go first with the men.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Governor. Do us right.
We're done with women moving
Oh
into
no, that's right.
men?
Governor hasn't even given us his second woman. My bad. The second woman.
Oh gosh. This question is so far off the think it but don't say it.
You just don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Just go ahead and say it.
the think it but don't say it, right? Like wow. Okay. I can't remember her name.
Context.
She's a quarter miler at quarter hurdler at UCLA.
She's there now.
Shay Anderson.
Anderson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Where are you sending her?
So
To do the multi, she's coming to Fort Worth. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Wow.
That's it.
Yeah, we heard you.
I'm sending Shay Anderson to work with Sammy Dabbs as well. I'm sending her there.
That is
Get her out of California.
That is outside the box and amazing.
Say what?
That is outside the box and amazing, and I love it.
So that's what I think she's very good. I think she is
No doubt.
very good.
All right. I backed off my petty, but I'm getting back on my petty. I want to send Tara Davis to UTSA to train with the governor. And that's not even a joke.
Now, see, you could have opened with that, and we would have had a lot more fun.
Exactly. A lot more respect for you if you did that, though.
You know what? I'm not concerned with what y'all respect. I'm gonna be honest.
Actually, that is a lie.
51-year-old moment. I had 51-year-old moment, and I forgot.
I am only reason I'm not gonna rip you is because I know Mike is watching, so I'm gonna be paid.
Look, I had a
okay, so
she was a quintagenarian moment, and I forgot.
We're going to the men now because he's
yes. The governor is going to open us for the men.
With the men, yeah. This will be good.
I mean, I think the women were pretty good.
Right.
This will be good.
So I started with let's get a US jumper over the 850, 860 mark. And who better than to send Mr. Bowling, who has the speed, who has the strength, who has the elasticity to get it done. And who better than Randy Huntington to help this man get that far?
Because I still say that's his best event. And I'm taking that one to the bank.
Just saying.
All right.
Randy's in Idaho, by the way. I messed up. He's in Idaho.
Okay.
Just so you know, COVID? Call Randy and tell him that he's about to get a super group because I'm sending Jerry on Lawson to him.
Ooh.
And we're gonna make an 880 guy.
Ooh.
Because I'm telling you this right now. Listen, Jerry on Lawson is still the best long jumper in the United States. By ways of potential, he is still the best long jumper in the United States.
No.
But look, when you get to a certain point, and I think the governor will agree to this, when you get to a certain point, if you have a major setback and go backwards, man, sometimes that hill is just too tall to climb again.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay, so I am now, and I have always been a very, very big Mr. Kendall Williams fan, who has kind of just disappeared since he left Florida State. So I am packing up Mr. Williams, and I'm sending him out to John Smith, and 9.8's coming, brother. In 2 years, 9.8's coming. I promise you that.
Love
that
it.
dude right there and that dude right there together. Yeah. So that's my first one.
I'm gonna tell you right now, my second answer is gonna be assholish.
Oh my gosh.
King,
I'm prepared.
Micah's watching, by the way.
Micah, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Okay, so Clyde,
that's not a good
your
word.
answer, please.
So, I mean, we've talked about, you know, the men in the 400, you know, in recent years, and I've said this before, like, I don't understand why 400-meter runners aren't doing what Michael Cherry did and going to John Smith. So for me, you know, I'm thinking about the up and coming, you know, potential that we have, the youth out there, right? And so for me, if Mr. Goodwin is going to break through at the next level, the person that could change his mechanics around and force him to really work on him and get the most out of that, John Smith.
You talking about Elijah?
Goodwin. Yeah, Elijah Goodwin.
Godwin. Let's you didn't change the man's name.
My bad. You know.
Change the man's name.
Listen, look.
Wow.
Oh man.
You trying to set
Governor,
me up?
Trying
to loft the ball at me. I'm not trying to do it. I would send him to John Smith. I think that John Smith and Michael Cherry need a 400-meter group out west, and that would be a very nice addition right there.
Governor, what you got, brother, for round 2?
Oh boy. Because I was you kind of took where I was heading, because what we're touching on are those two events that we've dominated in the past that we're not dominating now, right? And it's no coincidence that we've actually talked about this in past episodes. So, you know, 400 and the long jump, man, it's we own that, right? Like it's so. So if I'm just putting on my thinking cap, and I'm going to be diplomatic again. Where should Terrence Laird go?
No, hold on a second. See, you're not going to do this to us. You tell us where you're sending Terrence Laird.
No.
See, you put the name out there.
Your job
make
here.
us the bad guy.
It's literally
where
your
are you
job.
where are you sending Terrence Laird?
I just try to put my shoulder into it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you sending Terrence Laird?
Terrence Laird.
I'm moving somebody close to Terrence Laird. I can tell you that. wait till you get to my answer. That's all.
So.
Oh, you're next, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So where would I move?
Birdman hand rub.
Because I'm looking at the type of sprinter that Terrence Laird is, and okay, I'm going to throw this out at you. What would Lance Brauman be able to do with Terrence Laird?
See, that's is that where you want to send it? Then send him there, because we're not co-signing with you.
I'm sending him there.
All right, there it is.
See how easy that was?
and listen, he signed with Adidas anyway, so
yes.
See how easy that was? Yeah.
You might get that with.
So I think I'm next, right, Clyde?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw you a big one, right?
Oh boy,
I'm a big fan of this guy too. I am sending Trevor Bassett to train with Quincy and Joanne out in LA with Ryan. See, I'm causing problems. See, I'm not scared.
Oh, okay.
Well,
okay.
Ain't never scared.
I mean, listen.
And I've got an honorable mention when y'all done. Since I'm stirring up stuff,
I'm there
stir it
too.
up.
Listen,
okay.
Trevor's coach, the man who built him, is already in California, so he's gonna have to move at some point regardless.
Right.
Exactly.
So hey, I ain't mad at it.
Well, I'm about to give up 3 years of eligibility and have
hold on
pro.
a second. Clyde has to name his first guy.
Can I get a 2-for-1? I already named my first guy because
You did?
I was about to say.
Who'd you name?
Go ahead. Name yourself. He named him Goodwin, but
Oh yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
okay,
that's
I
right.
apologize. That's
So-
why. That's what. So go ahead.
So go
Name
ahead.
your second
Who's
guy.
your 2-for-1? What you got?
my 2-for-1. My 2-for-1. The only complication I'm having here is which way. But my 2-for-1. The hurdles is struggling, right? So I want Trey Cunningham and Daniel Roberts. I want one.
Mhm.
I want one with
Mhm.
Allen Johnson, and I want the other one with Do. I'm just not sure which is which.
Mm.
Can't figure it out. But that's what I want.
Okay, so based on that dynamic, neither one of them can handle DO.
Facts.
So
Right now
so-
he's talking
So
to the screen.
here's what I'll say.
so you're sending two of them to Allen Johnson.
No. I need one of them with Do. I need one.
Neither one of them can go to DO.
They
Their
can't
careers are
handle
over.
DO.
So
Yeah.
here's what
We got to figure it
Clyde.
out.
So Clyde, here's
Okay.
some history. So Allen Johnson recruited Daniel Roberts
Okay.
to Kentucky.
Okay. So there you
So
go.
then-
So
so
history
the Allen
is
gets
already
Daniel.
there.
So
He did.
Allen gets Do.
Yeah.
Trey. I'm sorry.
Allen gets
Allen
Daniel.
gets Daniel Roberts.
Yes.
Trey goes to DC with Do, and let's rock out.
Rest in peace, Trey Cunningham's career. He's finished. Absolutely finished.
Oh God.
Theo, I need you to comment on this. Whatever.
yes.
So is everybody done
Absolutely.
two now?
I've
No,
done
I
three.
haven't done my second one yet.
Okay. Oh yeah, we've been waiting with bated breath for this. So
Yes, you should be, because I'm moving an animal to an animal.
Okay.
I'm going to move a squirrel to train with a mouse.
Oh Lord, I knew that was coming.
And let me tell you something.
Stop
Let me
it.
tell you
Well
something.
played. That is extremely
tell you
well
something.
played.
Very well played. Well played.
When that animal meets
See,
that
it
animal,
would have been better well played if you moved the squirrel to train with the goat. Without that,
you know what? Touche, mouse goat. Listen, I'm going to say this. I'm going to look right in the screen and say, listen, Mr. Burrell, I'm not dissing anything you're doing. I'm just telling you this. When you're finished doing whatever you're doing and you really want to go win medals, move your ass to Gainesville.
Stop. Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Stop.
Governor, do you have a second one? Did you do two? You did
I
two
did
already?
too.
For the
I
next?
did too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here's my wild card, and this is a passionate plea almost. All right.
Oof.
I want Mr. Josephus Lyles to decide to do what I think is what he was born to do: run the 400 and go to Mr. John Smith as well.
There you go. There you
Because
go.
that is absolutely dangerous. Because that dude's 43 all written all over it,
Mm-hmm.
all over. But he just doesn't want to run the course.
That's it. It's
I'm-
a nice little camp. We done moved to LA there.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, John
seriously.
Smith's gonna be getting after it, dog. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's
So we
Any-
started
anybody
off.
else?
I started off like cringing a little bit, and now I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
There you go. There you
This
go.
is good.
That-
Yeah, it is. It's
I
good.
feel it now. Okay.
that means the
Yes,
group
sir.
chat is going to be lit tomorrow.
Yes,
That's
it
what that
is.
means.
Exactly what that means.
I have a dilemma though. Like, I want to move Javon Harrison, but I don't know to where.
Oh man.
Mars.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
like the problem is this,
Right?
right?
An alien.
The problem is this: that I don't want to give up either event, but there's no one person I want to send him to
Well,
for both events.
hold that thought, sir, because you just put us into the next question.
Mm.
So, given the two events that Mr. Harrison does contest, do we go as far to say, would focusing on one and sprinkling the other one put him on the global podium? If so, which becomes primary, which becomes secondary?
Hmm.
Ooh, well, okay. Well, since I was already talking about Javon, do you want me to continue or do you want me to
Sure.
let others go?
Sure. No, go
Make it
ahead,
a short
sir.
block, though, sir. Make it a short block.
For sure. I'll be a short block. the, the biggest issue is this. I think his greatest ceiling is in the high jump because his high jump's not very good technically. But he's a 29-foot long jumper. And at the end of the day, I think that is harder to do than the other thing. And so I would like to see him unfortunately focus on the long jump and go challenge the world record.
So who?
Because there just aren't there aren't very many people who ever grace this planet who legitimately have the package necessary to jump 890 further. There just aren't very many human beings who have it where it's a possibility. He's one of them.
Got it.
Yeah,
Governor, don't ask your question yet.
I think it's hard to disagree with that statement.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, he's a phenomenal talent. He jumps very high. It's just not very pretty. I am personally of the belief that if he goes to the long jump, and I think that I'm not sure who's coaching him more, if it's Boo or if it's Todd or a combination of the two. I'm not going to get into that. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, I think he could be the best long jumper ever. I really believe that because of his length. I do think he can still increase his speed and strength levels, and there's some technical things he could do better. So if it's my choice for him, I put him in the long jump and go dabble around with the high jump every now and then in off years and make a little money. But I think the guy, he's the guy that puts the U.S. back on the map in the long jump, in my opinion.
I don't think any of us at least, are going to disagree with that overall sentiment. I ain't gonna lie, man. I kind of like watching him go after both, and I know that that's a near impossible standard, and he got
and it's not the question either.
Well, hold on. I think he got a little taste of just how difficult that is on the global stage this summer. No one could do that. Like, no one could legitimately pursue those two events on the world stage except him. So I love watching it, and I hope he finds a way to continue to do it. That's my A1 hope and fandom of Mr. Harrison. But short of breaking a world record in the long jump, I think it would mean more, given the competition, if he was able to overtake the best of the best in the high jump. And given that he might be, further from his ceiling in the high jump right now, I think that's the harder task. So if it's the harder task, if it's the more awe-inspiring thing, if I had to pick, I guess I'd like to see that just as a fan. But I don't disagree. He could break the world record in long jump.
So everybody has touched on that one element that he has to develop if he's going to approach the 880s, the 890s, and beyond, because I think it's beyond, okay? And that is speed. So the question is, who out there can take him and get him to 11 plus meters per second as he's getting to the board, right? And then get him to convert that to vertical. And so you're talking about a very specific type of coach, someone that is not afraid to have him sprint,
Yeah.
to have him get out there, run some 60s, like, you know, and this is something that, you know, for some coaches, it's not a popular thing to do because now you're adding an element of the horizontal, you know, where you're, you know, so this guy could wake up at any day and jump 820 plus, right? But what we're talking about is we're approaching Carl Lewis, Mike Powell territory. So now we're moving into, you need to be busting your tail going down that runway, okay? So again, Mr. Huntington, I mean, he's proven it with Sue, right? He can develop speed. And what people tend to forget, and I have to remind people on a consistent basis, how fast did Mike Conley run when he was in his heyday? How fast did
20,
Mike
20,
Powell
20
run?
flat.
Is that right?
20
In the
flat,
200? They were both 20 what? 20, 30, 40 kid athletes?
Conley was
They-
20 flat.
That's, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, it's something that I feel it is a lost art. And I think, you know, the way that collegiate staffs are set up, and I think that the way that people tend to look at things, it's really easy to just say, I have a phenomenal jumper in front of me, so I'm going to focus on that. But let's not forget, man, I mean, you got to have the wheels to get the horizontal side into the pit. That's where I'm at.
I would send him to Randy for one overriding reason. Javon is a slightly better talented version of Mike Powell.
Mm-hmm.
People forget Mike Powell's a 222 or 223 high jumper.
Yeah.
Right? He was more quick than fast. Right? Like he's Javon. Like, you know, he was a 27 something guy before he got to Randy. Like, it all just says the same things. And do I think Randy's the only person that can develop the world record holder in the long jump? No. But honestly, this one is easy. Like, that playbook is literally already written for this guy.
Yes.
Am I the only one on the three tiles that nobody asked him where to send him? We asked him what to pick an event, right? Am I the only one notice that?
Sir Lucius has
see,
been on a
clearly,
tear.
He's on a tear tonight.
We can follow instructions.
It's
But
that goat hat.
it's the cow guy and the rice guy that can't follow instructions.
It's the goat hat. That's what it is. Rice guy.
Oh gosh, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. Great conversation.
And don't get me wrong. Before anybody puts some meme out there that I don't want to send to Randy, I didn't say that. Randy would do a phenomenal job with him if that was the question.
Oh boy.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, that will round out the conversation per se. So not that he hasn't been on the hot seat or been line of fire already, but dodging COVID, it is now time for you to take some hits. Are you ready for rapid fire, sir?
I mean, as long as the goat says I'm okay to go, you know.
You're okay.
Okay. Yeah. Then yes, I'm ready.
Didn't even skip a beat. All right. Which TV character would you want to be?
Oh, I'm changing genders. I want to be Olivia Pope.
I mean, we can take that. We can take that one.
What?
She might be the greatest TV character ever.
Oh man, that's good.
What secret power do you wish you possessed?
Secret power?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, ones I don't already possess?
Oh my Gina.
Oh, I wish I could fly.
Got it. What is the one bad habit that you always seem to hear, see, find, whatever, pick out in others is the way what I'm asking.
One bad habit that I always seem to pick out in others.
Mm-hmm.
Heel striking.
Said like a true track coach.
Listen, let me tell you something. You want to see me get like lightweight upset almost immediately? Let your damn heels hit the ground aggressively in my presence. It drives me nuts.
Yes.
Hey, come on out to practice, brother.
You sent me a video of somebody last year, and I was like, "What is he doing with that guy?"
Oh my gosh. Which track celebrity, not named Tiana Madison, which track celebrity should be your BFF?
Okay, that's like you already know who it is, but you just said I can't give that answer.
I know, because that's an obvious.
Which track celebrity should be my BFF? Gail Devers. Because she's an amazing human being.
Got it. What Hogwarts house do you belong to? Which? What?
Okay.
Which? What?
Really? I am clearly a Gryffindor.
Slytherin? Slytherin? Okay.
I am clearly a Gryffindor. Hello? That is obvious.
As an elite athlete, what was the one thing that your coach was trying to change?
Oh, Jesus, Lord in heaven. Only one?
Only give one. We only got time for one. This is rapid fire, sir.
My desire to try to be perfect.
Got it. All right, this one's
I struggled leaving practices for field events because I wanted it to be perfect before I left.
That sounds familiar. Is she a runner or a track star?
She's a runner or a track star. She's a track star. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I thought so. I had to throw that one in there.
That was pretty good.
All right, you survived, sir. You have survived.
Oh, that was really good.
He may not have survived. He may not have.
Oh, damn it! I did it again.
That was good too. I like that.
I want to make sure I get this right.
Oh boy,
fellas, y'all may not even need another. There is a internet rumor. Internet rumor is I have not seen it by a reputable source, but I have seen it everywhere. That the new season of Celebrity Big Brother is going to feature Sha'Carri Richardson. If that is true, thoughts?
One very simple thought. I will not watch 1 nanosecond of that.
Let the church say amen.
I won't watch a commercial.
Amen again, and then let's pass the plate on that one.
Oh man,
no.
Oh, that was funny.
And that's enough questions for that. Yeah.
I knew it.
Really? No, really? I'm looking forward to
exactly.
questions from you two. No. You cannot shortchange me of my 2 other tough questions.
Okay, tough questions. Okay. Tell me the event you're most excited to watch this summer in a cathedral at the World Championships.
Men's 100 meters.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Mr. Lamar. We rewind it back. Okay. We take it back to the essence, right? Long jump or decathlon?
Do I get to pick my coach?
Yes. You set up the situation. This is the scenario.
Jump. Long jump. Long jump.
Okay. All right.
Got it.
And trust me and believe me, I'm coming for all y'all's ass.
Oh goodness.
So Lucius, you know, he and we lined up in 1992 when he was at Cal.
Yeah, I know. I've heard this story.
Yeah, man. Crazy. Austin.
All right. Well, heartbeat props. Love to give them, and we'll do it.
I want to raise my hand and say that I want dodging COVID Huffins. I want Clyde and Clyde to go, and then dodging COVID is going to speak for the rest of us.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Man.
He said, huh?
Nah, my heartbeat props this week are actually very personal and pretty simple. Now that Mr. Kai has made it home, my heartbeat props go out to the NICU nurses at Alta Bates Berkeley, who could not have been better to me and my family. And obviously, I've never been through anything like that. They made it as peaceful as it could possibly be in a situation like that. And I'm very proud to say that he literally did not have one bad day in there. I had bad days. He had bad days. But that young man had no bad days in that place. And that's because the staff there are amazing. And so I will never forget them. They've had a dramatic impact on my life. And they saved my little boy. So props to the NICU nurses at Alta Bates Berkeley.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll wear the mantle of the pressure, and I will try to be as succinct as I can. My heartbeat props are actually twofold. To some of the strongest human beings that I know. One is to my college and professional coach, Noel Rubel, who was recently diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and called me to tell me that A, that was true, and B, he was going to dominate its life. For a negative, there's a positive. My bottom of heart, full spirit heartbeat props go to the nephew, Mr. Kai Ryan. I forgot his middle name. Don't be mad at me.
Madison.
You mad at yourself?
It's Madison. See, it happens. Mr. Kai.
See,
Madison
I know his middle
Ryan.
name. So.
Okay, anyway, that's because I just call him the nephew. Mr. Kai Madison Ryan and his parents are amazing. And I made the joke earlier, like he looks like a whole human. And then I said it jokingly, but I mean it seriously. I've seen that young man go from what a NICU baby looks like to what a full, 9.5 months, just came out the womb baby looks like. I feel like in 3 days. Like that dude is for sure bound for success in whatever it is he chooses to do, because it is 100% sure that A, he has incredible parents, and B, they gave him the indomitable spirit that he has.
Yep.
Because let's be clear, world, the nephew is coming.
Mm-hmm. He's already got NLIs. Are you serious? He literally has NLIs already.
The NLIs, he's going pro.
Check your inbox.
What are we doing?
Check your inbox, Clyde.
The nephew is going the Ariana Knighton route. He's going to go pro as a sophomore in high school.
Okay.
And cashing these checks because listen, young man, you don't know me yet, but you 100% sure are gonna know Uncle Chris, because the nephew the nephew's he's the real deal. And on behalf of the LLC crew, I want to say to that incredible young man and his incredible parents, you are an inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
You are a reminder of all the things that are great about the world and the indomitable human spirit in the face of stupidity and COVID. And I choose to embrace you and all the things that you embody over all the other nonsense and shenanigans that are out in this world. So simply put, the group LLC heartbeat props tonight go to the nephew, Kai,
And the
Madison,
parents.
Ryan, and the parents.
Oh,
And
I love it.
I'm
We
going to
appreciate you.
apologize. I will do that next time.
You know what, sir? I did a good job, and I want to say for the record, you can stop giving me crap tonight. Just because you got your damn goat hat
Hey,
on. Relax.
Hey, so I'm gonna just say it in the words of my guy, dodging COVID. I'm gonna let you tell it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh man. Well, a little bit on the longer side, but definitely every single minute was worth it. We've definitely unfolded a lot of things tonight. So thank you all, gentlemen, for your input, for the laughs, for the sincere thoughts. But other than that, have a great traveling weekend to everybody who's traveling. Fast marks, high marks, far marks, do them big. And until next time, we'll see each other soon. Bye, everyone.
All praise to the nephew.
When the lights come on, the road just get to running. When the lights come on, opponents mess the plumbing. Heard you like it warm, hot, knife the butter. Truth hit 'em hard, knock 'em off that rebuttal. Tsunami, tidal wave to your puddle. Tough love, punch you in the arms, little brothers. Athletics, LLC, there's no others. Track and field's pacing with pill to go further. Hey, Wally, Coyote, it's road runners. Feels like you know us, you've been with us the whole summer. If not for this quarantine, these four corners wouldn't be here, but we here, so start learning. You gotta earn your stripes, gotta get your scars. Show you how to fight, but show us who you are. You lack experience, but still you wanna talk. And who is actually talking to? Your circle's kinda small. Heads prevail when the backbone's strong. Gotta keep it coming, no, it won't last long. Pass and fail, then sell the sad song. And if you don't check yourself, then that's wrong. Just trying to give you the real that you asked for. So why you keep cutting us off to ask more? We put it in slow-mo, but you fast forward. Athletics, LLC, the task force.